Hey dudes and dudettes, here with another Path of Exile unique item video for you. This one's going to be on Hrimnor's Heim, the unique Sledgehammer. Now Hrimnor has two items in the game that reference him in lore and name, the other being Hrimnor's Resolve, the unique helmet that I've already done a video for that has been up for some time, and this Sledgehammer here. We're going to go over the mods, the uses that it has, and maybe some builds that it would go with, and then we're going to go over the lore, which this one you should stay for. It has a lot of lore tied into the world of Rayclast and the world that you're playing in on the Path of Exile game. So Hrimnor's Heim Sledgehammer, two-handed mace, physical damage 74 to 113, critical strike chance 5%, attacks per second 1.25, requires level 17 and 62 strength. Level 17, that's very low level. It's on the low side, not even near mid tier. So you can start using this early on. And 62 strength, it's getting steep, but others could splash and actually use it, especially if you used gear that gave you the strength. 40% increased stun duration on enemies is the implicit modifier for a Sledgehammer, and then 197% increased physical damage. That's massive. That's massive percentage-wise for a Sledgehammer, and that's why it does so much damage. Plus 10 to strength, 15% reduced enemy stun threshold, 5% physical attacks damage leached as life, 44% increased stun duration on enemies. You can see here this weapon is all two-hand mace smash 'em type weapon. This coincides with the lore well. But the builds and the reason for use of this early on, this is a great item that you can use early on all the way into Cruel, due to the life leech and the damage it uses and everything else. It's got considerable damage on it, and pretty darn good mods, especially for mace users that would be investing in stuff like stun enemies and so forth, or be using a move like Slam that gives more chance to stun. The crack of bone, the spray of blood is their sweeter music. This is referring to, obviously, the mods on this. Increased stun duration on enemy and reduce enemy stun thresholds. The massive increased physical damage and the 10 to strength. And the spray of blood you could think as the 5% physical attack damage leases life, or you could take that Hrimnor was such a bad dude that when he was smashing people, he was getting such a joy out of it, he was rushing on the adrenaline and getting beefed up every time he killed someone. But the Ezamites were known, it says Hrimnor of the Ezamites. The Ezamites were known for their passion, and they helped overthrow the Eternal Empire when they aligned with Vol, because they sent a poet there to talk to the Ezamites and rile them into helping overthrow the Eternal Empire, and it worked because they were passionate people. They got their bands together and they went and fought the Eternal Empire Gymlings, one of their militaries, and though they lost, for every one man they killed, they lost 3, they still won the battle due to their passion and stuff. And they were known for their colorful, I'm going to get to the lore on them in later videos, but they nicknamed like the battle something like Bloody Flower Rebellion or something like that, because the Ezamites wore flashy stuff and carried big banners and everything, and that's why they said the flowers and stuff like that. It was very flashy, and the Ezamites being what they were, it sounds to me like they were very raiderish, like they were barbarian style. Because I see a lot of fire and passion in all the items, like Hrimnor's Resolve being of fire, and of course Hrimnor's Heim being of smash 'em, Hulk smash style stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this lore, and you look forward to more, because hopefully they're going to release more about the Ezamites and the history of the Path of Exile world. And as always, take care, be safe, and be cool to each other.